Hello, artists! Today we are going to start our Faith Ringgold inspired story quilt. This is going to be one piece of a larger piece of artwork, so your story quilt will be included in other story quilts as an installation. So we are going to create that today. I drew my picture and my border today, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to start coloring it in. We are also going to write underneath, if I could fly anywhere, I would fly, and I decided I would fly over the mountains in Colorado. Since in the book she was inspired by flying over the whole city, we are going to be inspired by thinking of what we would want to fly over if we could. So we are doing this on a thick piece of paper. At home you can use your sketchbook if you would like, but this is a nice thick piece of paper. So I want you to put your name on the back. So right on the back you're going to put your name and class code. If you do not know the code, ask me. It is the day and then your grade. Flip that over. You're going to need a pencil and you're going to need a ruler. We are going to start by measuring out every corner. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make lines, and I'm going to take my ruler and align it all the way up to the top, nice and neat. And then I'm going to hold it down and I'm going to make a straight horizontal line using my ruler, and I move it away and it looks very good. I'm going to do the same thing to the very bottom. I line up my ruler, draw that horizontal line. I'm going to do the same thing to the left side and the right side, but this time it's going to be vertical. So now my ruler was like this. I'm going to turn the ruler like this, and I'm going to boop, 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 inch it all the way up to the edge and draw a straight line going down. I'm going to go on the other side and do that one more time. I'm going to line that all the way up to the edge. Draw a straight line all the way down, vertical line. And now I have a nice border. But this border is not big enough. We're going to make this border a little bit thicker. So I'm going to double up my ruler line. So I'm going to do that. Go ahead and do that one more time. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to line it up with the old line that I had, and then I'm going to flip it over so that now that new line that I drew is on the outside of the ruler, and I'm going to draw another line. Does that make sense? I'm going to take this ruler, I'm going to just double that line. I'm going to double that big line there, and I'm going to make another line. So I have two lines. And I'm going to do the same to the other side. That was my first one. Now I'm going to make my second one. Line it up there and draw a straight line going down. Lastly, I'm going to do that to the top and bottom. So I have this right here. Boop, 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 boop. Scoot it down so that now it's on the top of the ruler. And then draw a straight line. And do the same thing to the bottom. It was there. Now I'm going to put that on top. Draw a straight line. It's okay if it doesn't come out perfect. Later on, we're going to make some patterns in the outside here, but for now, we're just going to leave it. We will add those in later on. So now I'm going to draw in the center box here. Right in this center, this is where we're going to create. And right here, right under that, that's where I'm going to write my sentence. And that's something we need to think about right now is what are you going to fly over? And first we have to start by writing this. I'm using a Sharpie so you can see it better. Please use a pencil just in case you need to erase. So what this is going to say is, if I could fly. So if I could fly anywhere, anywhere, that's a very big word. That's literally anywhere you want to fly. I would fly. And now you're going to write, where are you going to fly? That's so many options. Anywhere you wanted to go. You could just go and fly there. Where would you go? Now you're going to have to think about, you're going to have to draw that, or at least something that represents that up here. And we're going to start by drawing ourselves flying, and then you are in charge of coming up with something creative on where you would fly to. So if I could fly anywhere, I would fly, and I said over the mountains in Colorado. If you need help spelling something, let me know and I will help you spell. I've seen students fly over New York City, Disney World, the Florida Aquarium, the ocean. There's many places that you could fly. Fly over your house, your backyard, fly over to your friend's house. Where would you go? And I would fly. I'm just going to do over the mountains. Make sure you stay inside this box. If you have to make more room down here to write, that's fine. We're going to stay in this box right here. All right. Period. Now, I'm going to start drawing up here. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to get my pencil ready. And I'm going to start by making a horizon line. So we've been making horizontal lines. So we're going to do a horizon line, which is like a horizontal line. But that's where our landscape is going to start. So I'm just going to draw a horizon line, a straight line, left to right. Because that's where maybe my buildings are going to go. Maybe my mountains are going to go there. So that's what I'm flying over. So this line is so that you can decide what's going to grow on top of this line. Is it a building? Is it a theme park? The ocean? What is it? We're going to go back to that. Right now we're going to draw ourselves. So myself is all the way at the top of the sky right here. So I'm going to start by drawing my head. That's a circle for my head. And give myself a circle and a dot for an eye, so I know that's my eye. Maybe even a little nose. And a smile, right? Because I'm happy I'm flying over this, whatever I'm flying. And I'm just going to draw some hair. So I'm just going to draw a line for hair. And my hair is long, so I'm just going to draw some long hair. Just try your best when you're drawing yourself. Now I'm going to draw my body. So I'm flying. So I'm going to be going boom, flying straight across. So I'm gonna make 2 straight lines, one line here and one line here for my body. And my arms are coming out in front of me. And my legs are right behind me. So I can draw my arms. Maybe some fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's okay if it's not perfect. I look kind of big. You can draw yourself smaller. I drew this kind of big. Then I'm going to give myself some feet. 1 and 2. Draw a shirt. I'm just going to fix my leg because that didn't come out right. There we go. And there I go, flying over. You can draw yourself however you want. Maybe you want to draw a dress. Maybe you want to draw your favorite outfit. Doesn't matter, but my arms look very long. They're very long arms. I'm going to fix my arm. And there's my body, flying away. Okay, now that I have my body all drawn, it's not perfect, but that's just fine. I'm now in charge of drawing what's going to go here. So now you are in charge of that. I'm going to draw my mountains. I don't want to see you guys copying me because that's my idea. Unless you really want to do that, go for it. But I would like you to be original. And we are definitely graded on how original and creative we can get, not how well we can draw. So I'm drawing my mountains. You can draw buildings or like tall buildings that go straight up. Okay, so I now am going to color in And you can use any materials you would like to color in your artwork. So I did start by tracing out my lines, my dark lines that were very important in Sharpie. So next I can go ahead and I can start coloring my picture. And that's going to be inside this whole box. So we want to cover all of our lines there with some color. So you can go ahead and start doing that now. If you don't finish today, that's okay. We're going to pick up on this again next week. Okay, I'm going to stop coloring for today since it is the end of our lesson. And then we are going to finish this coloring up next week. If you have enough time and you want to finish this part now, if you're at home, go for it. But we are going to finish it up next week in school.